I've faced down enemies on battlefields most people only see in movies. I've stared death in the face and didn't blink. But nothing, and I mean nothing, could have prepared me for the suburban battlefield I found myself on, and an enemy who went by the name of Susan. After years of service, I finally came home. My body was weary, but my spirit was strong. I decided to treat myself, a symbol of the new life I was building. A brand new, gleaming Lamborghini worth over $300,000. It was my pride, my joy, a testament to surviving the unsurvivable. I bought a quiet house in a nice gated community, thinking it would be the perfect place to find some peace. I was wrong. My next-door neighbor, Susan, was the self-appointed queen of the homeowners association. From day one, she had a problem with me. My lawn was a quarter-inch too long. My trash cans were visible for 10 minutes too long on collection day. And my Lamborghini, oh, she hated that car. To her, it was too loud, too flashy, just too much. She'd leave passive-aggressive notes on my windshield. "This isn't a racetrack," it said. "Some of us value peace and quiet. Read another." I always complied, always drove slowly, never revved the engine. I just wanted to be left alone. I'd show her the same respect I showed my commanding officers, a polite nod and quiet compliance. But for Susan, that wasn't enough. She wanted me gone. The conflict escalated one sunny Saturday afternoon. I was inside, cleaning my service metals, when I heard a sickening sound. It was a crunch, followed by a long, scraping shriek of metal against concrete. My blood ran cold. I sprinted outside, and my heart stopped. There was Susan, standing next to my Lamborghini with a wild look in her eyes. In her hands, she held 2 large cinder blocks. The hood of my car was caved in. The windshield was a spider web of cracks, and a deep, ugly gash ran the entire length of the driver's side. She had dragged one of the blocks along the pristine paintwork, destroying it completely. "What have you done?" I was surprisingly calm. The kind of calm that comes before a storm. All the training, all the discipline, it all kicked in. Susan just sneered. "This'll teach you to bring your trashy lifestyle into our neighborhood. This car is a nuisance, and you're a nuisance. Now, maybe you'll finally leave." I didn't shout. I didn't scream. I simply pulled out my phone and started recording. I recorded the damage, the cinder blocks on the ground, and then I turned the camera to her. A smug smile wavered for a second. "Susan," I said, my voice low and steady, "you have just made the biggest mistake of your life. You've destroyed over $300,000 worth of property. You've vandalized my vehicle. And you've done it because you don't like my lifestyle." Her face paled a little. I'm the head of the HOA. I'll have you evicted." I laughed, a short, sharp sound. "You think your little HOA has any power here? You think you can intimidate me?" I took a step closer, and for the first time, she seemed to see something in my eyes that scared her. The decorated soldier, not the quiet neighbor. "Susan, I've dealt with people far more dangerous than you. With far less to lose, you are nothing." The police arrived, and Susan immediately put on a show. She cried. She claimed I threatened her, that my car was a danger to the children. But my calm demeanor and the crystal-clear video footage told a different story. The officers were professional, but I could see the disbelief in their eyes as they looked at the carnage she had caused. As they were putting her in the back of the patrol car, her husband came running out, frantic. He started apologizing profusely, begging me not to press charges. "Please, she didn't mean it. She gets carried away." I looked him dead in the eye. "Carried away? Your wife just caused tens of thousands of dollars in damages, possibly totaling the car. This isn't getting carried away. This is a felony." The next few weeks were a blur of insurance claims and legal proceedings. Susan's little world came crashing down. She was facing serious felony charges. And the HOA, horrified by her actions and the impending lawsuit from me, immediately removed her from her position. Her husband had to take out a second mortgage on their house to cover the initial costs and legal fees. But the real moment of reckoning came a few weeks later. The story had made local news, and a reporter had done a little digging into my background. They ran a piece about the local war hero whose supercar was destroyed by a neighbor. It mentioned my service, my commendations, my tours of duty. It painted a picture not of a trashy nuisance, but of a decorated veteran trying to find peace after serving his country. I heard from another neighbor that when Susan and her husband saw the news report, the color drained from their faces. The man they had targeted, the man whose property they had so carelessly destroyed, wasn't just some rich guy with a fancy car. He was a man who had sacrificed for their freedom. A man respected by the entire community. A man who the entire country would now see as a victim of a petty tyranny. She finally understood. She wasn't just fighting a neighbor she didn't like. She had declared war on a man who had actually been to war. And she had lost in the most humiliating way possible. Her reputation was ruined. Her finances were in shambles. And she was facing a judge who had just read a glowing article about the man whose life she tried to ruin. The last I heard, she took a plea deal that included massive restitution payments that she'd be paying for the rest of her life. They had to sell their house and move. My Lamborghini was eventually declared a total loss by the insurance company, who paid out the full value. I bought a new one, this time in a different color. I found a new place to live, a place where the loudest noise is the sound of birds chirping in the morning. A place where I finally found the peace I'd been searching for. As for Susan, she learned a valuable lesson. Never, ever underestimate the quiet ones. You never know what battles they've already won. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe to Karen Conflict for more. See you next time.